Practices for Raising Environmental Awareness of Travelers by George Antoniadis. Module, Practices for Raising Environmental Awareness of Travelers in Peer-to-Peer Accommodation, Airbnb. The learning module A, acknowledging existing practices for raising environmental awareness of travelers in peer-to-peer accommodation, Airbnb. Before we start, a short introduction about myself. My name is George Antoniadis, and I'm a lecturer and researcher at the CTL Europe College, Limassol, Cyprus. I teach modules related to marketing and management, which was also my studies at the University of Akron in the United States. My field experience include merchandising officer, customer support and sales manager, and marketing manager as well. My PhD is currently in progress and is concentrated in consumer behavior on the leisure industry. Back to our subject. Peer-to-peer accommodation environmental sustainability. Peer-to-peer accommodation is defined as the online networking platforms that allow people to rent out for a short period of time available space within their property and or the entire property itself. The rapid growth of peer-to-peer accommodation has negative economic, social, and environmental impacts in some cases on some destinations. Also, interesting fact from a study conducted in 2021 by travel company Virtuoso, 4 in 5 people, which is 82%, said the pandemic has made them want to travel more responsibly in the future. And almost 3/4, 72%, said traveling should support local communities and economies, preserve destinations' cultural heritage, and protect the planet. Now, let's see some best environmental practices that could be taking place. There are a number of practices, peer-to-peer accommodation, that can and should make use of in order to contribute in raising environmental awareness and in making the world more sustainable. For example, offer recycling, provide label bins with recyclable material in accommodations area, include clear instructions, including recycling instructions in welcome packets. Use eco-friendly products. For example, soap and other cleaning products should be non-toxic. In the sanitary areas and bathrooms, accommodations can provide adequate information to the guest on how to help the accommodation to save water. Other best environmental practices can include to provide accommodation travelers with environmental communication and education notices on local biodiversity, landscape, and nature conservation measures to guests. Within the accommodation, avoid single-use products, for example, instead of plastic plates, forks, knives, and so on. They should provide for the guests silverware, so they can use those instead of reusable ones. Use refillable water containers and storage containers. Along with that, we can install a water filter in the facilities. The reason is because when a water filter is installed and reusable glass is available, guests are less likely to purchase bottled water. So minimizing plastic there as well. Other good environmental practices focus on energy efficiency as an Airbnb host. That can be done by using eco-friendly light bulbs, for example. Another suggestion, another practice is invest in solar panels. Even though solar panels is not the cheapest option, it pays off in the long run, both economically as well as environmentally. Now, about guests, Airbnb guests and best environmental practices. When these guests are properly informed, they should use green options like filter water, like we mentioned, reusable silverware, cloth liners instead of paper towels, and so on. Unplug unused devices. Choose the eco mode in washing machines, dishwasher, dryers, technology in those appliances help us do as such. So we should use this eco mode, especially in air conditioners. Use public transit. Guests, where possible, share vehicles when they go to places. Rent bikes. And protect the ecosystem. Let's talk about the EU eco-label for tourist accommodation. The EU eco-label, which was established in 1992, is the only sign of environmental quality that is both certified by an independent organization and it's valid throughout Europe. Presents a unique opportunity to satisfy travelers' expectations regarding green traveling. The label also encourages companies to develop innovative products that are durable, easy to repair, and recycle. Now, to be certified with the EU eco-label, a tourist accommodation should have the following assets. Should have limited energy consumption, limited water consumption. It should reduce waste production, favoring the use of renewable resources and of substances which are less hazardous to the environment, and also promoting environmental education and communication. Now, why should an accommodation choose the EU eco-label? Are the following. Consumers are increasingly looking for environmentally friendly products and services. You can enhance your company's sustainable image and can also lead to financial savings, which comes out as a result from reduced resource use and electricity consumption, improved waste management. Having products or services awarded with the EU eco-label ensures easier access to green public procurement. Other reasons include the EU eco-label works in accordance with the ISO standard 14024 and is therefore type I label, one of the most reliable ways to communicate environmental information to consumers. EU eco-label products are featured on the EU e-product catalog, ITA, or the EU eco-label tourist accommodation catalog, which is a good way to increase the visibility of your business when you are offering P2P accommodation. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoyed this short video.